Davos 2026. Donald Trump is taking off. The President of the United States has signed the act establishing the Peace Council.
Congratulations, President Trump.
Right from the start, 35 countries from all continents of the world joined the new organization. Among them are Turkey, Hungary, Israel, Qatar, Argentina, Morocco, and Indonesia.
Today, the world is richer, safer, and much more peaceful than it was just 1 year ago. We put out all those fires.
Poland also received an invitation to the Peace Council. Our country may feel honoured. Donald Trump made a gesture toward the Polish president at the beginning of his speech at the World Economic Forum in Davos.
Thanks as well to President Karol Nawrocki of Poland, who's a fantastic man. He just won a very big election.
However, according to Polish law, in order for President Karol Nawrocki to sign and for our country to join the Peace Council, other state authorities must also give their consent. I am the guardian of the Polish constitution. Every international agreement that the president initials must pass through the Polish parliament, must be adopted by a resolution of the Council of Ministers, and I am aware of these constitutional obligations. And President Donald Trump understands this perfectly well. The question is whether this man understands it.
The
dismantling of the state by Donald Tusk to date, as well as the constant attacks by him and his people since the election campaign on Karol Nawrocki and now on the presidential palace, raise grave doubts. And even though the matter is quite laconic. I believe that the invitation to Poland, to the President of Poland, to join the Peace Council in order to resolve global conflicts, including in the Gaza Strip, is proof that Poland is being taken seriously. President Trump treats Poland this way. He sees Poland as a regional power with a high GDP. What's more, Donald Tusk may therefore try to throw a spanner in the works and refuse to agree to join the Peace Council for anti-American reasons, which he expresses on a permanent basis. I am not enthusiastic about many of the actions, words and behaviours of the current United States administration. Considering Donald Tusk's actions, we may assume that such consent will not be given because, first of all, Germany has not yet joined this council, and secondly, they will do everything they can to trip up Karol Nawrocki. During a time of great dynamic changes in the global security architecture, the war in Ukraine, hybrid activities by Russia on our territory, just like yesterday when more balloons crossed our border. A blow to relations with the White House would mean, on the one hand, a reduction in the sense of security among Poles and, on the other hand, a weakening of Poland's position on the international stage, especially on NATO's eastern flank, and a loss of opportunity to play a greater role in global affairs and diplomacy. We have an opportunity here and a convenient proposal for new countries, especially those that would like to be the first to take on the task of shaping this new body, to play a role in forming its principles and have a better, stronger position. In the United Nations, the division of powers and roles is already set in stone. Besides, in recent years, the UN has been ineffective in resolving conflicts around the world. Therefore, not keeping pace with the US administration in co-creating the Peace Council is like breaking the rules.
When America booms, the entire world booms, and we have secured...
If Tusk digs his heels in, Poland will find itself isolated in international politics. This, in turn, exposes us to external threats. However, with a strong relationship with the United States and the Council, we may clearly articulate our position. For Poland, the presence of Russia, Putin, Belarus and Lukashenko is a very difficult thing. Of course, when faced with Vladimir Putin, if I were to appear with him on the same panel or at the same meeting, I would have the strength and energy to tell him what I think. In fact, at many international and public meetings, I say that I am in no way able to trust Vladimir Putin. I emphasize the issues of Russian imperialism, Soviet imperialism, and today's Putinism. Russia and Germany have also received invitations to the Peace Council, but have yet to respond. This speaks for itself. Who is looking after whose interests? And again, we return to the question of whether Donald Tusk is capable of rising to the heights of conducting a sovereign policy with the national interest in mind. For now, all he can do is write meaningless internet posts. In Davos, in accordance with the government's recommendation, Poland's security requires cooperation between the President and the Prime Minister, in accordance with constitutional principles. Our constant personal contact in recent days has brought good results. Yesterday, Donald Trump and Karol Nawrocki held a meeting in Davos. Today, the Polish president participated in an interview with American Fox television, giving assurances of Poland's willingness to continue cooperation with America.
Got almost 10,000 American troops stationed in Poland. I would like to welcome them very warmly. I always stress that this is the first time in the history of Poland when Poles are happy because they are able to cooperate with foreign troops on the territory of Poland. This is the first time in Polish history.
The foreign policy pursued by Tusk and his people has resulted in Poland always being conspicuously absent. It's time to change that.
And we're having great relationships with the new leaders of Venezuela. The relationships have been good.
Otherwise, we will miss the opportunity again.